No, sir.
What?
You are in custody right now. If you leave the courtroom, it's a felony escape.
That's a felony to put me in custody because you have no authority or jurisdiction or standing.
All right, guys, we've got one of the most heated and intense court hearings I've seen in a long time. This sovereign citizen refused to turn himself in after a warrant was issued for his arrest, and now he's in court making some of the most bizarre claims ever. He's actually arguing that he doesn't even exist. The defendant in this case is a total nutcase, and while the video quality isn't the best, trust me, this is one of the most entertaining courtroom moments I've come across in a while. Let me know what you think of his arguments, and if you love wild court cases like this, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's dive in.
Okay, so you failed to appear for court multiple times in this case.
Your Honor, just for the record, the named defendant is actual property, a registered trade name.
Oh, here we go.
And the case has also been certified as a fraud. I have court certified documents to prove that. That should be on the record. And that's the reason why it was certified to be a fraud, because the plaintiff is a foreign-owned private corporation, of which I have no contract with, and neither does the registered trade name. And the registered trade name has been used without authorization and permission, and there's an act of identity theft. And that's probably one of the reasons also why the state has acquiesced that both cases are a fraud. Let me add one more piece of information. I am a foreign sovereign with respect to the privately owned foreign corporation known as the state of Washington.
Yes, on the 303 matter, Mr. Haywood was sentenced to serve 4 days in jail. He failed to report to the jail on June 29, 2023, and we're asking him to be taken into custody to serve that time.
No objection, Your Honor. I actually contacted the jail to make special arrangements to deliver the defendant with the special arrangements to not damage the paper, and the jail refused. So I attempted to deliver the defendant, and objection, the state has no standing as they are representing a privately owned foreign corporation, and the prosecutor is not licensed to practice law in this country.
So basically, this guy is claiming that he went to the jail, brought a little piece of paper with his name on it, and tried to turn it in for his warrant. Like, what? Did he really think the jail would just accept a random piece of paper and be like, yep, this checks out, time to arrest you? Obviously, they didn't take it because, well, it's just a piece of paper. I swear, this dude is either completely out of his mind or just playing a part for the drama. I honestly can't tell. I've seen plenty of sovereign citizen cases, but this guy is on another level, just making things up as he goes. Let me know in the comments what you guys think so far, but for now, let's dive back in.
Okay, so I think it's the 303 that he was convicted and ordered to do jail, and you believe that he didn't comply with jail because there's a docket entry that said defendant complied with jail. Maybe that was an error.
That was probably my attempt to deliver the defendant to the jail, but they refused. And just to clarify, the defendant only exists on paper, just as the plaintiff only exists on paper. The jail refused the paper, and here we are today. And the state still hasn't proven standing yet, by the way, as well.
So, Mr. Haywood, it doesn't look like you did the sentence on the 303 matter, and so I am going to quash the warrant. However, I am going to have you serve that time.
Okay, well, I'll deliver the paperwork to the jail. That's fine. I tried to once before, but they refused it. And just to clarify, I'm not the defendant. There is nothing on there, nor is there any testimony from anybody as firsthand witnesses under penalty of perjury that I am the defendant. And I've uploaded plenty of documentation to prove I'm not the actual defendant. That is a registered trade name, matter of public record, and registered with the state. So if you want me to serve some jail time, then we're going to need to change who the defendant is, because I'm not the defendant.
All right. So can you upload a new commitment?
Yes, Your Honor.
And the reason they couldn't put my name on there as a defendant is because I'm a foreign sovereign with respect to the corporate entity known as the state of Washington, of which I have no contract with.
Well, you had your day in court on the 303 matter. You had a trial. You represented yourself or the defendant, whichever way you want to say it, but you represented the defendant yourself. And you were convicted and you were ordered to serve 4 days in jail. You didn't do that. And so
The defendant was ordered to serve 4 days in jail, and I attempted to deliver the defendant to the jail, but the jail refused.
okay, well, I'm going to make sure that they don't, because I've done a new commitment for you today so that they won't refuse for the defendant to serve that time. You're going to serve those 4 days and then you'll be released, and nothing more will happen on that 303 case. You'll be done. And then this case will be heard August 24th at 10:30 in the morning. If you change your mind about representing yourself, then you can ask for help if you want it. If you don't want help, we don't have to have it. So we'll see you in August. I'm going to have you take a seat right over there.
I won't be here for the defendant on August 24th. Would you like me to deliver the defendant to the jail?
I would like you to sit over there
Is there any standing
with the defendant.
jurisdiction chosen, proven here yet?
Please go take a seat.
Okay, so let the record reflect no jurisdiction has been proven.
This whole split personality act is getting way out of hand. Honestly, I think the judge should have just thrown him in contempt by now. This guy is constantly being rude, interrupting, and challenging the judge's jurisdiction like he actually has a shot at winning. The moment he said he doesn't even identify with his own name, yeah, that would have been my breaking point, straight to contempt. You can't just walk into a courtroom and act like this, especially when you're supposed to be following the law, not making up your own. What do you guys think? Should the judge have taken more action? Or is this one of those cases where you just sit back and enjoy the show? Let me know, but for now, let's dive back in.
Sonia Sesko, customer 2310240. Mr. Haywood, sit down.
Am I obligated to follow these rules?
You are going to sit down right now.
Do you have any jurisdiction? I don't believe you have any jurisdiction that's been proven yet.
Please sit down.
Were you threatening me with violence?
I'm asking you to sit down.
You only have authority over the defendant. You have no authority.
What are you doing?
Mr. Haywood?
You're escaping?
I got things to do.
No, sir.
What?
You are in custody right now. If you leave the courtroom, it's a felony escape.
It's a felony to put me in custody because you have no authority or jurisdiction or standing. You got some proof of that?
Okay, well, we are all being recorded, so if you leave this courtroom, it'll be a felony escape charge. Your choice.
Okay, well then, I guess in the best interest of peace, in regards to your violence, I will go ahead and relax for a minute, but let's get with it. I got things to do. Got it?
What was that just thrown?
Car
Do you know that person?
Yeah, they're my voice.
Okay. All right. So thank you. Mr. Haywood has been very disruptive. He tried to leave the courtroom once he was placed in custody. So just FYI, be careful with him.
So, give me a break. Can I just see just need to see it. Thank you. Can I see who's being put into custody, please? I just need to see the name. I just need to see the name of the person. Okay, that's not me. That's the problem here.
Our Sanborn's matter. We're here today on
That's not me.
issue.
The name is saying it, but that's my registered trade name. I got all that documentation right here.
Okay, good. We're going to take care of it.
Okay. Yeah. Well, this is the defendant technically.
If you want that, I can go with you, put everything private.
Hold on 1 second. Well, that's taken care of.
We can think of something and get the right name.
Did she file a notice of appearance?
I will make sure that she does, Your Honor.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, I haven't had enough coffee yet today. So yeah, no, you've got Ms. Bradshaw, so that's fine. You don't need to do those forms. But she does need to.
All right, that's enough of this sovereign idiot. It's about time they took him into custody. The guy is clearly not all there, and he's got the whole sovereign citizen script memorized perfectly. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he's one of the group leaders in those online forums. These people really think they can just reject laws by claiming they're not part of the system, but it's complete nonsense. You can't just yell, "I'm not subject to your laws," and expect to walk away free. It's like they think they're outsmarting the system, but in reality, they're just digging themselves deeper. These sovereign citizens are so deep into conspiracy theories that they don't even realize they're only hurting themselves. It's honestly sad to watch. The law doesn't care about your sovereign claims. You can shout all you want, but at the end of the day, you'll end up in jail just like anyone else who refuses to take responsibility. They act like they've found some secret loophole, but really, it's just a fast track to getting locked up. In so many of these cases, they probably could have just paid a small fine and walked away, but instead, they go on these conspiracy rants, refuse to cooperate, and end up behind bars. Then they scream and shout like victims, but honestly, it's just a joke at this point. What do you guys think? Was this guy really that out of touch? Or was he just playing the sovereign citizen role? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you love crazy courtroom drama like this, don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching, and take care.